The term telecommunication generally refers all types of long-distance communication. Today, our lessons mainly focus on computer network. Computer network is starting from America. That is history related with computer networks. So, today's world is advanced and become to a small area. This the behind of these reasons is computer network. Unit outcomes in these chapters. At the end of this unit, learners will be able to. The first one explains transmission media. Different type of transmission medias are there. Deeply explains about that. And again describe the telecommunication networks. What does mean that telecommunications? And again explains the models and the cellular networks, communication, analyze satellite networks. Discuss data communications, conceptual the uses of internet protocols or IP. What is computer network? Computer network is a connection of two or more computers. That is definition given for the computer network. Computer network is guided by set of rules for communication. This rule is called protocols. The fundamental components of network are device, media, message, and protocols. This is fundamental components of network. Student, please share, subscribe, and comment anything. So this page is more light. Network media or transmission media. Transmission media is a pathway for transmitting data from one location to another. Without transmission media, network is nothing. Paths may be physical or wireless. The physical transmission uses wire, cables, or tangible materials. Wireless transmission uses air or space. This is a guided or physical transmission is different from wireless transmissions. The physical transmission media are referred to as a cable media. Examples of cable media: twisted pair cable, coaxial cable, fiber optic cable. That is example for cable media. Wireless media includes cellular radio, microwave transmission, satellite transmissions, radio, and infrawaves. Modern networks primarily use three types of media: copper cable, glass or plastic fiber, fiber optic cable, wireless transmission. Fiber optic transmission rely on pulse of light. All network media do not have the same characters. Category of network media. Transmission media is categorized into two: guided or wireless and unguided or wireless. Guided media includes twisted pair cable, coaxial cable, fiber optics cables, unguided media or wireless media, radio wave, microwave, and infrared. Guided or wired media. Guided media are those that provide conduit from one device to another. This is easily to use physical, no wireless. These include twisted pair cable, coaxial cable, and fiber optics. A signal travels by physical limits of media. Guided media to using physical paths. No wireless. Twisted pair and coaxial cable uses electric current for accept and transport this data or signals. Optical fiber cables accept and transport signal in the form of light. That is the difference between twisted pair coaxial cable and optic fibers. Twisted pair and coaxial cable to use electricity, optical fiber to use light. Twisted pair cable. What does mean that twisted pair cable means? Twisted pair cable consists of two conductors, normally copper, each with its a plastic insulations. One wire is used to carrying a signal to the receivers. The other one used only as a ground reference. By twisting the pair, balance is maintained. Without twisting pair, the balance is not balanced. So for that reason, twisted pair must be twisted for balancing any signal. Twisted pair classified as unshielded twisted pair or UTP and shielded twisted pair. This is two types of twisted pairs. Unshielded twisted pair or UTP is the most common form of network cable. This cable format is used for the Ethernet wire standards managed by institutions of electrical and electronic engineers or IEEE. This wire standard referred by code 802.3. This is standard code given for UTP. UTP cable is considered in different category from category 1 to category 7. Student. Different parts of UTP cables are this, starting from outer jacket, twisted pairs, and some color-coded plastic insulators. Outer jackets protect the copper from the physical damage. Twisted pair protect the signal from interference. Color-coded is electrical isolate wire from each other and identify each other. So this is some parts of UTP cable. Coaxial cables carry signal of higher frequency ranges than those twisted pairs. Coaxial cable higher signal of frequencies and ranges and so on to listed per cable. Having two wires, central core conductors and the outer conductor of metal foils. Two primary physical types, T coaxial cables and T coaxial cables. T coaxial cable ranges in size from approximately 6 to 1/8 or 18 millimeter or 1 over 4 to 3 over 4 inch in diameters. The thin coaxial cables are approximately 4 millimeters or less than 1 over 4 inch in diameter. 18 coaxial cables have limited noise isolation and typically carry baseband signals. Coaxial cable connectors. To connect coaxial cable to device, we need coaxial cables. The most common types of coaxial cable used today in bayonets, nails, consonants, or B and C connectors. Three popular types of these connectors: BNC connector, BNCT connector, and BNC terminators. Fiber optics. These fiber optics is types of guided media or wire. Fiber optics cable uses either glass or plastic fibers. The bits are coded on the fiber as a light impulse, connecting network between the building due to its what emerged to affect the moistures and the lighting. Fiber optic cable can transmit signal over the much longer distance than coaxial and twisted fiber. It can also carry information at a vast greater speed. There are two common types of fiber optics: single mode and multi-mode cables. Multi-mode can have larger diameter. The single mode cable can provide more distance but more expensive. Fiber optics connectors. There are three types of connector for fiber optics cables. These are subscriber, channel, or HSC, straight tip ST, mechanical transfer resistor jacket, MT, AFA, or T connectors. The subscriber channels connector is used for cable TV or uses push or pull locking system. The straight tip or SD connector used for connecting cable to network device. MTRG is connect that the size the same with what RJ45. The second topic, type of transmission media, unguided or wireless media. Unguided media transport electromagnetic wave without using physical conductors. Unguided signal can travel from given source to its destination in several ways. Student, do you know how can wireless media transmit some signal from one location to another? By what? Ground propagation. This is a way how can transmit one signal or data from one location to another. Sky propagation. This is have own frequencies. and that is a method. Lines of sight propagation. These three things is a way how can transmit data from one location to another in wireless media. In ground propagation, radio waves travel through the lowest portions of atmosphere, hugging the areas. These things have own frequency ranges. In escape propagation, the higher frequency radio waves radiate upward to ionospheres, and the layers atmosphere where practical exist ions were reflected on Earth. In lines of sight propagation, very high frequency signals are transmitted in a straight line direct from antenna to antenna. Radio waves. This is types of wireless media. Electromagnetic wave ranging in frequency between 0 has up to 1 gigahertz normally called radio waves. Radio waves for most parts are omnidirectional. When an antenna transmits radio waves, they are propagated in all directions. Omnidirectional antenna. Radio waves uses omnidirectional antenna that send out signal in all directions. The omnidirectional character of radio waves make them useful for what? Multicasting. AM or FM radio televisions, maritime radio, cordless phones, and ping are examples of multicast. Microwaves. In lines of sight wireless communication technology that uses high frequency beam of what? Radio waves and the microwaves are unidirectional. No omni, that is unidirectional. Unidirectional antenna. Microwave needs unidirectional antenna but send out signal in one direction. Two types of antenna are used for microwave communication: parabolic dish and horns. Parabolic dish antennas is based on the what? Geometry of parabole when every line is parallel to lines of symmetry. The horn antenna outgoing transmission one broadcast up to steam or deflect up outward in series narrow parallel beams. Applications of microwave technology. Microwaves are useful when a unicast or one-to-one communication is needed between senders and the receiver. They are used in cellular phones, satellite networks, and wireless LANs. Infrawaves. Infrared is sometimes called infralight. It is therefore invisible to what human eyes. For example, Use infrared waves to change channel on your TV. Telecommunication network. The term telecommunication generally refers all types of long-distance communication. They use carriers, telephones, radios, and TVs. Data communication is a subset of telecommunication. Businesses are finding electronic communication essentially for minimizing times and distance limitation. Telecommunication play a special role when customers and suppliers and users. Telecommunication system Telecommunication system are collections of what? Compatible hardware and softwares. This system can transmit what? Text, data, graphics, voice, documents, or video information. Components of telecommunication. The first one is hardware. All type of computers and communication processes. That is hardware. The second one is media. The physical media through which electronic signals are transferred. Communication networks. The linkers among the computers and the communication device that is called communication networks. Components of the first one is communication processors. Devices that perform a specialized data communication function. Communication software. Software that control what? Telecommunication system. Data communication providers. Regulators. Utility. Different utilities of this that is controlled by data communication providers. Communication protocol. The rule for what? Transferring information. The second one about electronic signal. Telecommunication media can carry two basic types of signal, analog and digital. What does mean that? Analog. Analog signals are continuous waves that carry information. So analog is old ones. For examples, sound is analog and trans- transfer or travels to our ear into form of wave. This is the purpose of analogs. The second one is digital signal. Digital signal are discrete on-off pulses that convey information. Digital signals tend to be less affected by interference or noise. Digital signal can be repeated, trained over the long distance. Modem. Modem is a communication device that converts computer digital signal to analogs. Mobile communication. To communicate with what others in different locations without using any physical connection. That is called mobile communication. Mobile communication example is Bluetooth network. What does mean that Bluetooth network means? Is a short range wireless communication technology. allowing persons to have what? A phone conversations, a view of headset. Wireless Local Area Network or WLAN. Wireless LAN with the same speed as a current wired LANs. It is communication system established through the use of radio frequency technology. Currently, WLAN can provide data rate up to 11 Mbps. Fundamental component of wireless LAN, Internet, wired networks, access point, router. The best examples of wireless LAN is Wi-Fi. Industry in making a move toward high-speed WLANs. The other topic about cellular network. A cellular or mobile network is a radio network distribution of a land area called cells. Each server by at least one fixed location transceivers, which known as cell sites or base station. Each base station controlled by switch office called Mobile Switching Centers or MSC. It is computerized center that is responsible for connecting calls, recording call information, and billing. This is responsible for what? This organization, generations of cellular system. The cellular communication network known as by their watts numeric generation, such as one generation, second generation, third generation, fourth generation, and today other emerging technology is 5G. The other topic is about satellite network. Satellite network is a combination of nodes. Satellite network are a satellite that provide communication from one point on the earth to another point. The fundamental component of satellite system are earth station, uplinks, downlinks, and transponders. Student, do you know about satellite? Please deeply say something and ask questions Annie in my inbox. Student. Satellite communication with antenna on Earth by using radio waves, no microwaves, using radio waves. Student. The image or the structures of satellites look like this, starting from Earth stations, sync into transponders by using uplinks. After that, downlink into other direction of Earth stations. The other topics about orbit of satellites. An artificial satellite need to have what? An orbit. The paths in which it is travel around the Earth. The orbit can be equilateral, inclined, and the polars. Student. Please, equilaterals are mentioned look like this. inclined, a sign like this, and again polar orbit satellites, again like this. The students, these questions or these portions easy or difficult? Please write about this situation on my Marwalite comment lines. Data communication. Data communication system depend on four fundamental characters: delivery, accuracy, timeliness, and jitters. This is characters of what? Data communication. The other component of data communication: protocol, message, transmission media, receiver, and the sender. This is component of data communication. Data transmission mode or flow. Data transmission mode refers to the directions of signal flow between two linked devices. Communication between two devices can be simplex, half duplex, full duplex. What does mean that simplex? In simplex mode, the communication is unidirectional as a one-way street. Keyboard and traditional methods are examples of simplex device. Half duplex. In half duplex mode, each station both transmit and receive, but not the same time. When one device is sending, the other only receiving. The half duplex mode is like one line roads. Full duplex. In full duplex mode, both stations can transmit and receive simultaneously all the same time. This full duplex mode is called duplex. The full duplex mode is like two-way street with a traffic flowing in both directions at the same time. One common example of full duplex communication is telephone network. Thank you for today's episode. Please share, subscribe.